2 weeks after getting paid, why does your bank balance already feel tight? You didn't waste it on anything crazy. No luxury. No impulse spree. And still, there's nothing left to build, invest, or breathe. That's not bad luck. That's the same habit loop repeating. Checking your balance only when you're anxious. Paying bills, then hoping what's left magically lasts. Calling it being responsible while staying stuck. In this video, I'll break down the money habits that quietly keep people broke even when they're trying their best. And the first one? Almost everyone does it daily, and fixing it creates relief you can actually feel. Most people swear they know where their money goes, yet their bank app tells a totally different story. A calm, street-smart mentor would tell you this is where real financial psychology starts, not with how to make money, but with seeing the truth. Writing down every expense for 7 days turns personal finance from a mystery into a mirror. That awareness alone is one of the most underrated finance tips in modern financial education. Think about it like that moment in the social network when the numbers finally line up and everything clicks. When you track coffee runs, delivery apps, random subscriptions, and just this once spending, patterns jump out fast. This habit hits different because it exposes money habits in real time, not theory. And once you see it, your brain automatically starts making better choices without forcing motivation. A practical move here is simple and tested. Use notes on your phone, Mint, an app, or even a plain notebook. Every time money leaves your hand, write it down immediately, no excuses. Studies in behavioral finance show that people who track spending for just 1 week cut unnecessary expenses by up to 15%. That's financial psychology at work, not willpower. This step works whether you're broke, stable, or already investing, because personal finance always starts with awareness. Someone making $2,000 a month and someone making $20,000 both leak money if they don't look closely. This is real financial education, the kind schools skip, and it quietly upgrades your money mindset. You're no longer guessing, you're observing like a strategist. And once awareness kicks in, something interesting happens. You start wondering what would change if money had a job before it even hit your wallet. That curiosity is dangerous in a good way. In the next step, you'll see how paying yourself first rewires habits and breaks the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle for good. A seasoned mentor would say this is where personal finance stops being reactive and starts becoming intentional. Paying yourself first means saving before spending, not after, even if it's just $20. This single move flips financial psychology on its head because it tells your brain that future you matters now. It's one of those finance tips that sounds simple but quietly changes everything. Picture Rocky running early in the morning while everyone else is asleep. No applause, no hype, just discipline stacking up day after day. Saving first works the same way with money habits, because consistency beats intensity every time. When someone sets an automatic transfer the moment their paycheck hits, they stop relying on motivation and start building structure. A practical example, set up an automatic transfer of 5 to 10% of income into a high-yield savings account or a low-cost index fund like VTI or FXAIX. Even on a $3,000 monthly income, that's $150 quietly working for you. Over a year, that's $1,800 saved without stress, which is how financial education becomes real life. This is how people slowly escape living paycheck to paycheck. What makes this powerful is identity shift, not the dollar amount. Someone who saves first starts thinking differently about spending, debt, and how to make money long-term. Behavioral studies show that automatic savers are far more consistent than manual savers because habits remove emotion from decisions. That's money mindset in action, not hype. Once saving becomes automatic, spending starts feeling more intentional, almost slower. And that pause creates space to question impulse decisions before they happen. In the next step, you'll see how delaying purchases by just 24 hours protects your wallet more than any budgeting app ever could. A sharp mentor would tell you that impulse spending isn't a money problem, it's an emotion problem wearing a price tag. Waiting 24 hours before buying anything non-essential gives your brain time to cool off and switch from emotion to logic. This single pause strengthens financial psychology and protects personal finance without feeling restrictive. It's one of those finance tips that quietly saves hundreds without you noticing. Think about the Wolf of Wall Street. when hype, urgency, and adrenaline push everyone to act fast. Stores and apps use the same playbook with limited time and only today tactics. The 24-hour rule breaks that spell and forces clarity, reshaping money habits at the decision point. Most people realize they didn't even want the thing once the emotional wave passes. A practical move is to add items to a wish list instead of the cart and set a reminder for the next day. If it still feels worth it, fine, buy it consciously. Studies in consumer behavior show that over 60% of impulse purchases are abandoned after a short delay. That's real financial education backed by data, not guilt or deprivation. This habit works for every income level because it protects cash flow and reinforces control. Someone learning how to make money benefits just as much as someone earning well but overspending. Over a year, skipping just two $40 impulse buys per week adds up to over $4,000 saved. That's not small, that's life-changing. And once impulses stop draining your account, you naturally start living with more breathing room. That space leads to the next powerful shift, living slightly below your means without feeling broke or deprived. A wise but relatable mentor would say this isn't about cutting joy, it's about buying freedom. Living slightly below your means creates a quiet gap between income and expenses, and that gap is where peace and personal finance lives. This habit doesn't scream success, but it builds it slowly through strong money habits. It's one of the least flashy yet most powerful finance tips in financial education. Think of Friends, where characters with similar incomes live very different financial realities based on choices, not paychecks. One version spends every dollar to look good, the other leaves a little margin and sleeps better at night. That margin is what protects you when life throws curveballs. Financial psychology shows that even a 5% gap dramatically reduces money stress. A practical example is lifestyle design, not sacrifice. Keep the car a year longer, choose a solid apartment instead of the luxury upgrade, cook at home 4 nights a week. On a $4,000 monthly income, living just $300 below your means creates $3,600 a year in flexibility. That's emergency money, investment money, or opportunity money. This approach scales at every level because it's about control, not income. People who master this don't panic when expenses pop up and don't chase every raise with new bills. That's how personal finance turns calm and strategic, strengthening your money mindset over time. You're building stability without feeling deprived. And once you experience that stability, motivation stops being the main driver. What really keeps this system running is something more reliable. In the next step, you'll see why habits beat motivation every single time. Motivation is cool, but it's unreliable. It shows up hyped one day and disappears the next, especially when life gets busy. Habits, on the other hand, run quietly in the background and shape personal finance without drama. That's why the strongest finance tips always lean on systems, not feelings, a core rule of financial psychology. Think of the Karate Kid and the whole wax-on, wax-off routine. At first it feels pointless, but repetition builds skill without needing excitement. Money habits work the same way when someone saves weekly, checks accounts every Sunday, or invests monthly no matter the mood. That's real financial education, boring on the surface, powerful underneath. A practical setup is dead simple: automate everything. Automatic savings, automatic investing, automatic bill pay. Even a $25 weekly auto-transfer builds over $1,300 a year with zero motivation required. This is how people learning how to make money keep it long-term instead of leaking it through inconsistency. Research in behavioral finance shows habits reduce decision fatigue by more than 40%. Less mental load means better choices, less stress, and more consistency. Over time, this reshapes financial psychology because money stops feeling chaotic and starts feeling predictable. That's when confidence quietly replaces anxiety. And once habits are locked in, something unexpected happens. You start noticing tiny money leaks that sabotage progress without making noise. In the next step, you'll see why fixing small leaks beats chasing big money every single time. Most people are obsessed with how to make money, but completely ignore how money quietly slips away. Small leaks feel harmless because they don't hurt all at once, yet over time they drain personal finance faster than bad investments. This is a core lesson in financial psychology. What's invisible often does the most damage. Some of the best finance tips start with subtraction, not addition. Think of Breaking Bad, not the illegal stuff, but the idea of tiny decisions stacking into massive consequences. One unused subscription here, one forgotten app there, and suddenly hundreds vanish monthly. Money habits like auto-renewals and convenience spending thrive in silence. Financial education teaches that awareness plus action on small leaks creates immediate results. A practical move is a subscription audit once every 90 days. Cancel streaming services you barely use, downgrade phone plans, cut delivery apps to weekends only. The average American wastes over $200 a month on unused or unnecessary subscriptions. That's $2,400 a year saved before earning one extra dollar. This shift changes how people see income. Instead of chasing raises, side hustles, or risky moves, they reclaim money already earned. That's powerful personal finance because it reduces pressure and increases control fast. Over time, this strengthens your money mindset and builds confidence without burnout. And once leaks are plugged, money starts flowing with intention instead of chaos. That naturally raises a deeper question about direction and discipline. In the next step, you'll see how aligning money with wisdom creates lasting financial change, not just short-term wins. A grounded mentor would say real wealth isn't built by luck or hype, but by alignment. When money habits are guided by wisdom and discipline, personal finance stops feeling random and starts feeling purposeful. Proverbs 21 verse 5 points straight to this idea, showing that steady, thoughtful planning leads to abundance over time. That principle fits perfectly with modern financial psychology and timeless financial education. Think about The Shawshank Redemption, where progress happens quietly through patience and consistency, not sudden breakthroughs. Andy didn't rush the plan, he trusted the process day by day. Money works the same way when someone sticks to proven finance tips instead of chasing shortcuts. Discipline compounds faster than excitement ever will. A practical way to apply this is weekly money check-ins with a clear plan. Review spending, savings, and investments every Sunday night for 10 minutes. Pair that with long-term vehicles like S&P 500 index funds, emergency savings, and debt reduction strategies. These aren't flashy, but historically they outperform emotional decisions tied to trends or fear. Data backs this up. Investors who stay consistent and disciplined outperform reactive investors by several percentage points annually. Over 20 years, that difference can mean hundreds of thousands of dollars. That's how money mindset turns into measurable outcomes, not just inspiration. Wisdom gives direction, discipline gives momentum. And once money is aligned with purpose and structure, something bigger starts forming. It's no longer just about bills or savings, it's about building a life that feels steady and intentional. That shift sets the stage for pulling all these habits together in a way most people never do. Remember how overwhelming it felt to open your bank app and feel that quiet panic creeping in? That sense that no matter how hard you try, money keeps slipping through your fingers. Now you've already started breaking that cycle by understanding your habits, your financial psychology, and how small, disciplined actions reshape personal finance. This is what real financial education feels like, not stress, but clarity and control building day by day. If this is already clicking for you, don't stop here. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications right now so you don't miss finance tips that can completely change your relationship with money. This channel is about practical guidance on how to make money, build strong money habits, and develop a powerful money mindset without hype or confusion. Staying connected keeps you consistent, and consistency is where results come from. Now here's where everything ties together. If you want a clear, structured path to apply all of this at a deeper level, check out Holistic Health. Nourish your mind, balance your finances, transform your life. This material walks you step by step through how to eliminate financial stress, build passive income streams, get out of debt strategically, and stay mentally sharp under financial pressure. Click the link in the pinned comment now and start transforming your finances today, because waiting only keeps you stuck. Check out the material in the pinned comment and take the next real step toward the life you've been building in your head.